Welcome inside another edition of Bill Matic, everybody. This is a weekly chronicling of a season of Super Bowl or bust here. I'm DA Damon Amendolara. You can catch me on Mad Dog Sports Radio weekday mornings on Sirius XM. And every single week I'm taking a scalpel to this Bills season and these Bills games because we know this is the window. We know this is the time. Will they kick down the door finally in the Josh Allen era? They take another step forward today, and that's why we're here to join you to break it all down. Appreciate you being with us, everybody. You can watch on X, you can watch on Instagram Live, or you can watch on YouTube. If you are not on YouTube, make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel. Head over there, click on subscribe. That way you get notified when we go live for Watch DA Live on Sunday nights, and when we do members-only chats with crazy, awesome vintage football giveaways like we'll do tomorrow night for our December monthly members-only live chat. All right, today in Cleveland was anything but pretty. Today in Cleveland was all the things that you worry about if you're a Bills fan. Today in Cleveland was too close for comfort against a team whose season was over. But as the caption reads on this video, on this thumbnail, survive and advance at this point in the season. You'll take the dub, you move to 11-4, you apply pressure to the New England Patriots, and while a loss would be devastating, a win, you just take it and move along. You take it and move along, little doggy. And while this should not have been this close, there are some positives to take away from getting the dub. We wait to see how the rest of the playoff picture for Week 16 unfolds over the course of today and then tomorrow night. But on Bill Matic, which is an homage to one of the great 90s hip-hop albums ever, which was Illmatic by Nas, what says 90s more than the Buffalo Bills? From the 90s gives us, of course, shout, and why not give us some of the good from today's game? When it mattered, when push came to shove, when there had to be winning plays and winning time, that was what was done. You had the pressure on Shedeur Sanders on that final drive, Greg Rousseau nearly getting the safety. You had the flip by Josh Allen, which helped make it a convertible, short yardage situation to ice the game. And you had a team, when it mattered down the stretch, making the plays to keep the ball on that side of the football field. Keep the ball on that side where the Bills are going in for scores. The Bills are applying pressure, forcing the Browns to be on their heels, versus the other way where you're making mistakes or the Browns are on the offensive and you're trying desperately to defend your own end zone. So when it had to happen late in the fourth quarter and it becomes a one-score game, the pressure continually was applied by the Bills. That's a good thing. Now, it should not be this close. We know it should not be this close. It cannot be this close. But I will say that a day like this for Josh Allen, which was an anomaly, it's less than 150 yards passing. A lot of that does have to do with an excellent Browns defense. And we have to give the Browns defense credit because despite being 3-12, they're going to have the all-time single-season sack leader in Myles Garrett. They're going to have some excellent players that grow up under, this kind of elite defensive unit this season, despite a lot of losses. They are stocked with good young players on defense and good players at every single position of the D. So nothing was going to be given. Nothing was going to be easily earned by the Buffalo Bills. And we saw that today. So because of that, putting up the points that you did, James Cook gets a tough 117. Remember, 44 of that comes on one play. So these were all hard-earned yards, and getting the points needed today was never going to be easy, and the Browns grinded that out. As always, James Cook just continues to be one of the most important players on this football field for either team whenever he is suited up. as James Cook goes, I mean, largely the Bills go. I know that usually is as Josh Allen goes, but James Cook creates so many big plays, and we are watching a running back in his prime week after week slice through defenses, including good ones like this. His zigzag touchdown for the Bills to open up the Bills scoring was phenomenal. I mean, that is vision, that is power, that is tackle breaking, that is all the things that you want out of an elite running back. I'm a broken record every single week. I talk about James Cook in the same kind of adjectives. I'm running out of them, but he's phenomenal. And they desperately need that type of hard running down near the goal line and in tough short yardage situations. And despite him being relatively small in size, the guy's got the heart of a lion. So he got paid before the season. It was very well deserved. And now he's paying off with that 16 carries, a buck 17, 44-yard touchdown scamper, and 2 scores on the day. The Bills rushed for 164, and only 17 of those came from Josh Allen. So that's by and large a pretty good day. Ray Davis had a couple of runs. Ty Johnson had a couple of runs. And if the pass is not going to work, then at least you're able to run the football more than 150 yards on the day again. That's a good thing for the Buffalo Bills. And I also thought there was some hard hitting done to the secondary in this game. Tough hits, hard-nosed hits, hard-nosed playing in the fourth quarter when it had to be. Jordan Poyer had a big hit. Bernard and Johnson came together on a big hit as well. And you had to have that. You had the deflected passes on Shedeur Sanders. That was important. That led to an interception back the other way. That's an important point of the game also. So getting into the kitchen of Shedeur, making sure you're kind of playing some physical football, all good. I thought last week is a far better indicator of whether the Bills defense can hold up in January, because they did it against a playoff caliber team on the road with an excellent quarterback in Drake May. Today, you're kind of supposed to shut down the Browns. You're supposed to shut down a rookie quarterback. You're supposed to put, the dagger in a team that has already 11 losses, now 12, and they did that, so I'm not going to go crazy, but at least they did it better than the alternative. Today, there's plenty of bad, though, as well, and for a team that is kind of constantly trying to figure its sea legs out, once again a day which was just too tight and nerve-wracking yet again. I know that the Bills have a habit of starting slow, and I'm not sure if we're ever going to get an answer why. But for Shedeur and the offense of the Browns to go right down the field and score the opening touchdown on an 8-play march is really disconcerting. I mean, it's Shedeur. It's the Browns. And in it, he hits a pass to McCordley for 21 yards. That's a big chunk play. He has the 13-yard touchdown pass as well to Fadden, which doesn't go 13 yards in the air, but he's got kind of a caravan to go into the end zone. I think what's happening is that the Bills' defense has so many moving parts due to injuries. They're kind of going into these games and saying, we're going to figure it out on the fly. Let's see what works and what doesn't in the first half, and we'll make adjustments at second half. And for the most part, that has worked. Today, the Browns scored 10 points in the first half, 10 points in the second. Now, they only scored 3 in the fourth quarter, and that's kind of the difference in this game. But I think what's happening is teams are scripting their first 10, 15 plays against the Bills D, seeing what's on film, and they know they can get to them, and it's leading to an early deficit in every single game. And look, they're winning games, and so maybe this is a recipe where they can keep overcoming it, but I would hate to think that you go into January going, don't worry, we're going to give up touchdowns early and we'll just keep coming back. It's not usually a recipe for success, especially against elite teams, although I will admit that they did it last week against the Patriots down 21. So what do I know? Maybe being down in a game is when they finally do wake up. That was disappointing. I also think that on a day like this where the Browns are ripe to be just pounded into the ground, there's veteran players that have to come up with big plays and not mistakes. And there's two huge ones which could have iced the game two different times, really. You have the Matt Milano trip, which is on a 3rd and long where they're not going to convert and they're going to be forced to kick a really long field goal. And then it ends up as a first down, automatic first down for the Browns. And Milano's a great player, but Milano knows better. I mean, he sticks out his leg. He's going to get called to the trip. And, maybe that's just reactionary, but it's a terrible play. Can't happen. And then the Dawson Knox drop of the end zone. Again, that ices the game. And Allen makes a perfect throw, delivers the perfect pass, and it's in the breadbasket of Knox. And he just flat drops. He just alligator arms it in front of him. Those are two guys that just have to make winning plays. And if this team is going to get to a Super Bowl, those two guys will be demanded to make those two plays. And so there was just a lot of that today on top of just a very pedestrian day by Josh Allen. I mean, did you ever think you're going to see a line that's 12 complete passes, 130 yards, and no touchdowns on the day? That was a rough day. And again, you got to give the pass rush of the Browns credit, but that was a pretty ineffective passing game the entire day. And it could have been helped out late by at least the touchdown pass to Knox in the end zone to finish it off. And ultimately, that was just dropped in the end zone. So plenty of bad, but what else is new? This is a Browns team that we just continue, or this is a Bills team, rather, that just continues to find a way to win. And we say they're going to have to watch the film this week. They're going to have to get better this week. They'll be forced to watch their mistakes this week. And week after week after week, it just continues. And, look, at the end of the day, there is a positive in all of this, and that is that you're going to have to win close games. So you might as well get used to it during the season. You look at the one possession games that the Bills have won this year, and it's pretty staggering. I mean, just go down the list. It starts on opening night against the Ravens. They need that comeback. It continues. Let's see. They ended up with a relatively tight game, remember, against the Dolphins, where it's a one possession game in the fourth quarter. In fact, it's tied in the fourth quarter. They end up winning by 10. But that was a fourth quarter they had to end up dominating, or at least the second half. They end up with a tight game against the Chiefs, and they win that game by one possession. It's not a one-possession finale, but they end up in a tight dogfight against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home, and that is a crazy game that they end up playing in. They obviously have the insane game against the Bengals, and then last week winning 35-31, coming back from down 21 points. And now today, another one-score game. All of those games, the defense has to be on the field, essentially on the final possession or possessions to get a stop, to get them off the field. And because of that, I guess you have some muscle memory. So honoring the Buffalo, because the Buffalo is a special creature, a ancient, for ancient cultures, it is an honorable creature, and the Buffalo is something that needs to be, kind of constantly discussed in terms of what's bigger than just the football, because that's what it takes to win a Super Bowl. What are the signs from above? What are the things that are beyond the box score that you can look to? And I would say a season defined by winning tight games, even when they shouldn't be tight, might be the type of thing that you need when you get to January. I would also say that when we came on the air last week, we learned that the Chiefs were eliminated. And by the time, or we would find out later in the day, I should say. And now to really look at this playoff picture for the AFC, there might be pressure on Josh Allen, and no excuses anymore for this Bills team now that Patrick and the Chiefs are out of the way. But you would much rather have the pressure on. You better take advantage now because Patrick and the Chiefs aren't there, versus you got to get through the Chiefs and your nemesis, Mahomes, etc. I just think that this playoff sets up where, and I talked about this morning on the NFL radio show that I host on Sunday mornings, NFL Tailgate on Channel 88 on Sirius XM. No matter what the matchup is in the AFC playoffs, two things roll in the benefit of the Bills. It's doubtful they catch the Patriots, even if the Ravens win tonight, because it means the Patriots have to lose to either the deplorable Jets or the pathetic Dolphins, who look truly pathetic today against the Bengals. It's likely that the Bills are going to be a wild card. But two things. Number one, in this AFC playoff picture, the wild card teams could easily win on the road the first round, setting up the Bills with a home game at some point the rest of the way, especially if the Bills end up as the 5 seed in the AFC playoffs. Now, the Chargers won today in Dallas, so that has to be put on pause. But with the AFC playoff picture, there could be a wild card or multiple wild cards that go on the road and win, setting up a potential home game, even if the Bills don't win the division. But number two, no matter who they play, they have a significant advantage at quarterback. No matter who they play. They could play the Broncos. They could play the Patriots. They could play the Jaguars, the Steelers, the Chargers, the Texans, the Ravens. It doesn't matter. Josh is so significantly better than all of those quarterbacks. Nix, May, Trevor, this age Rodgers, Herbert, Stroud, even Lamar, because of his very up and down season, the injuries, and Josh has beaten Lamar in the postseason. There is a significant competitive advantage that the Bills walk into every game with because they have the better quarterback by a margin. Now, it doesn't mean they win because they've got a leaky run defense. They've got, this habit for falling behind early. Obviously, they don't have great skill position guys, at least at wide receiver, but they will have a significant advantage at quarterback no matter who they play in the AFC playoffs. So that's all what you have to look for is maybe signs from above that this could be the year. The other thing that could be a sign from above is that I was once again in Buffalo this year, and I went to the Saints game. They eked out a win over the Saints, but more importantly, I had 2 great parties, and I passed around the goods to Bills Mafia. On Saturday, we were at Sandbaggers having a great old time, and I was buying the bar for 2 full hours for all Bills fans who were in attendance to kick off this season of the Bill Matic podcast. But also on Sunday, I was pouring free shots of Santo Tequila to anybody who wanted one who was at the Buffalo Game Day Hospitality Tailgate, which is the best Bills tailgate, and I'm always thrilled to be there each and every year for Game Day Hospitality. So I want to play for you some of this action because when we did it earlier in the season, oh boy, Bills Mafia gulped it down. Let's play this for you. I think you're going to like it.
Go Bills! Go Bills! Hey, that's what goes to the Super Bowl.
Would you rather be, but
right here, right now?
Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go.
Ooh.
We even party with the enemy. Live music at the Game Day Buffalo tailgate. I've come to deliver the greatest tequila in the world and a gift for all of Bill's Mafia to go along with the perfect day in Western New York. Who needs a shot of tequila? I do.
I even have Bill's underwear on.
Go Bills.
Wow, that is beautiful. Delicious, actually.
Love it overall. Do you do farm work in them?
Only on Tuesday.
Is this like an Andy Kaufman routine?
Let's go, Buffalo.
My man, you are slaving over a hot stove. You deserve a shot. It is so hot right here. How are you not sweating like a pig right now?
I am. I'm just hiding it well.
Cheers. Santo Tequila. Making dreams come true.
Awesome. Beautiful.
Guy Fieri and Sammy Hagar, rock legends.
Oh, Sammy, there you go, baby.
What are you guys doing this year to make sure the Bills win a Super Bowl? You got to pull your weight.
Heavily drink.
I'm going to help out that contribution. Here's some Santo Tequila.
I don't know what to say.
I love this Josh Allen tree. That feels authentic.
I actually got it from this guy that sells them out of a van.
If it's out of the back of a van, it's definitely not authentic. I mean, you could be seen from across the stadium.
I like to bling out.
It's like, where's Becky? Look for the shirt of 1,000 sequins.
Absolutely.
That's the man right here. Let's go, Buffalo.
Let's go, Buffalo! You come decked out for the affair.
Always decked out. I mean, I was at a gala last night until 3 o'clock in the morning in New York City, in Manhattan, landed at 9 o'clock a.m., and then hosted 2,000 Bills fans.
You are a grinder. That's why we love you.
Love you, man.
Love you. Well, we love you guys. We appreciate you being here, making the trip. And I'll bring some more tequila for you guys. Don't you worry about that. New Orleans always treated me well, so I got to make sure we treat you guys well, too.
That's right.
I thought we were about to have a romantic moment. This way.
This is Guy Fieri and Sammy Hagar. This is their tequila.
Guy Fieri. I know him. Guy Fieri.
It was smooth.
Good.
So you know this
I
tequila.
love this tequila. It's my favorite.
Delicious, isn't it?
Very good.
Go, Bills.
Good, right? They're awesome, yeah. I buy a bottle, but they don't let you in the stadium with it.
How long have you been a Bills fan?
Forever. You don't get to be a Bills fan. You're either born into it or you're not.
Are you happy that you're a Bills fan? You were born into it.
I love this life. It's not easy.
We're not new to
It looks fun.
We tripped
It looks
it.
fun, but there's work behind it.
We've officially hit the perfect day. Barely a cloud in the sky, from Santo and DA to all these wonderful people dressed in blue and red Zubaz.
I've already had two. All right. Stephanie, they're making me.
Yeah, we're really twisting your arm.
Oh, wait, do it. Pretend.
Twist my arm. So that was the crew that we had. A great day at Game Day Buffalo Hospitality. The Game Day Buffalo tailgate is just the coolest tailgate I've ever been to, and everybody seemed to enjoy themselves. The wings were amazing. And free Santo Tequila, how could you get any better than that on a perfect day in Western New York? So if you'd like to partner with us with this podcast, help us out, become a partner, join it. No business too big, no business too small. Come on and join the train here. Join the joyride. It could be for this, the Bill Matic podcast. It could be for the Watch DA show on Sunday nights. It could be for anything on the YouTube channel. Those are my 2 email addresses. If you're just a listener, if you're just an audience member, if you're just a viewer of the channel, you could use those email addresses. They both go to me directly. I'll see them all. You can DM me as well on both Instagram and Twitter. And join the fiesta here on the digital mothership. Welcome aboard. Gotta love it. So we've had a lot of fun here. And I do want to remind you that if you're watching the Bill Matic podcast and are unaware, Sunday nights I do Watch DA Live, which goes over the entire day of football on a Sunday night. We go live at 7:30 Eastern time. And what I also do is for members of the YouTube channel, we have giveaways. You can join my touchdown club. And the giveaways are vintage football giveaways. Last month in November was a vintage San Diego Chargers pennant from the 80s. And tomorrow night is December's members only show. And I'm giving away this autographed Sports Illustrated by Mark Clayton. It says Mark Clayton, 3-time All-Pro of the Miami Dolphins. Now, if you're a Bills fan, you probably hate the Dolphins and may hate Mark Clayton, and this might make you sick to your stomach. But as a fan of 80s football, I think this is absolutely amazing. It is sensational. And I love those Dolphins jerseys. They were wearing them today. And I love Marino to Clayton. And I love the Sports Illustrated cover. And it's autographed by Clayton, one of the great wide receivers of his generation. And so we're giving this away tomorrow. How can you jump on board? You just got to become a member of the YouTube channel. So if you're on YouTube right now, above me, you'll see membership. Click on that, and it'll take you through the instructions to become a member of the channel. If you are not on YouTube, just head over to YouTube when you get a chance, and you'll see, again, above the video portion of it, you'll see the toolbar, and just scroll to the right. You'll see membership. Click there, become a member of the Touchdown Club, and you will have access to all the exclusive videos on my YouTube channel. You also get a discount on all DA merchandise at the show store. And then you will also have a monthly Ask DA Anything, where you can ask me specifically anything you want. And you'll be in the running for vintage cool stuff like this every single month. And it is cool because tomorrow, if you're a fan of my show from the CBS Sports Radio years, before I went to SiriusXM, a couple of my old friends are going to join us tomorrow night on the members only live chat, because we are watching the end of CBS Sports Radio /Infinity as they close up shop and sign off the air as a network coming up at the end of the month. Now, I'll be here not only on YouTube, but also on SiriusXM until further notice, until the bosses don't want me there. But we're going to keep welcoming on my old friends from my old haunt, because I love those guys. They're awesome. And I want to make sure they feel the love as well from all of you guys who have loved the show for a long, long time. So that's tomorrow night, is our December monthly chat. This show, the Bill Matic Podcast, is presented by Sandbaggers Bar and Grill. And Sandbaggers is a really cool place to watch your football. Go there. Which is also a golf simulator coming up at some point, hopefully before the end of the Bills season. So there you go. Thanks to Sandbaggers and Steve over there for sponsoring the show and hosting us for a great watch party, great party just in general, earlier in the football season. That's going to do it for me this evening here on the Bill Matic Podcast, but I will see you in just a couple of hours. 3 hours from now, we break down everything across the NFL landscape. How about the pick thrown by Baker Mayfield in Charlotte today, where the Carolina Panthers take control of the division and the Buccaneers are in a bad, bad way. So I will see you in a couple of hours to break down that, the Jaguars and Broncos game, Steelers and Lions. We got a lot to get to coming up tonight on that show. I will see you 7:30 Eastern time right here. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel. That way you get notified when we go live. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm DA. Be good. Be good to one another. I'm signing off. Let's get out of here for the time being.